Well. We're back again for episode 146. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Hope everyone's been doing good. How has your July been so far, Zawa? We're perfectly halfway through, pretty much, because we're recording this on the 15th. So
Let's see. Caught up with the recent Sentai, as I showed you why one of the
yes,
episodes is my favorite.
yes. Let's just say it's very, very heavy on the BL and just romance in general, but BL, yeah,
It was a romance episode.
yeah.
I don't remember that over there. Okay. uh, well, everything seems fine. Recently got back into got off of my hiatus of playing 14.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Let's
because
just say
all that stuff is
doing
coming
some
out.
of the, the dungeon runs were not pretty.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I did warn them that it's been a while since I did this dungeon. And they're like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. 5 minutes in. Oops. He's like, hi, I'm going to be dying a lot, so don't risk me. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be buying you 14.
No, don't do that, dude.
You have the rig to play 14.
Yeah, but I don't have the motivation or the drive to really even go into MMO at all. Like, I haven't even played Fantasy Star Online New Genesis, so kind of tells you of how much I stick around for MMOs. Really, that's just how I am. Really, that's why I steer clear of MMOs. I don't know why, but that's just how I am. Anyway, anything else for you?
Nope, we all good.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Well, nothing much for me. I'm actually waiting for another little shipment of Pokemon cards coming in. It's still chilling rain. I'm just waiting for a booster box, so not much in comparison to before. I mean, I am prepared for Evolving Skies. I think I've said it before, but ordered plenty of booster boxes, so I'm definitely ready for whenever that comes out in August. I actually messed around with my my new capture card, which is the 4K S Plus, or whatever you call it. I actually did the standalone mode, which is basically you record the thing directly onto a SD card. I messed around for a little bit, so I'm still experimenting on like the settings and stuff like that. But it's kind of cool, like the fact that you can like pretty much take this on the go and like just record it into the device itself, and you don't need to lug around like a laptop or anything like that, like to record it on the game capture software and such. And I think I discovered why when you try to put it on the PC or capture through the PC in 4K, of why it starts to chug. It's because for some reason, well, the problem is the software that sucks, not the device itself, unfortunately, because it's not optimized, so it just sucks up like a lot of the resources, and it still chugs. So what I have to do pretty much is just set the encoder on software instead of hardware, which basically will use your current graphics card. So I think I think if you have like the 30 series, it's fine. But when it comes to anything older than that, it just doesn't work well, I think. Whether it's like GTX or whatever it is that you have. But yeah, you just have to set it to software, which, yeah, will take up more CPU, but it's not like... It's like a buzzing noise. What the fuck is going on? that's weird. Anyway,
Yeah, you have a bee in there.
yeah, I'm not sure what that was. Anyway, might be something else. Anyway, sorry about that. So he's got to mess around with the settings like that. Some put on software. You know, that's about it. But granted, I have not tried it just yet to like test it out or whatever. But I think that's like the big problem with the 4K capture utility software, which is what you have to use for if you're gonna capture on the PC. Otherwise, I may just capture again through the SD card, which doesn't take up any resources, so that's fine. And it looked decent for what I saw. It's kind of weird. Like you have to do the settings through the what do you call it? It's like the text docket or the document within the SD card itself, which is really weird for me anyway. Maybe not so for like people who are hardcore PC users. But yeah, it's kind of weird for me anyway. Otherwise, not really much else other than I'm starting to take care of my bulk for my Pokemon cards, so I'm gonna ship that out and hopefully I get some money back, you know, through trade-in and stuff. And yeah, which means maybe more Pokemon cards. Oh man.
There it is, kids.
All right.
There are those words.
Yep. Of course. Anyway, well, it's gonna be store credit anyway, so what else can I use it for? Anyway.
Everything.
If I had just set the option for cash, but I did store credit, so that's fine. Anyway, I think that's all I got as well, so we can definitely go into today's bundle of news, which is a little more on the short side, but we'll definitely we'll fill in the rest of the time with Loki and some Black Widow talk. More likely spoiler-esque, so we'll save that for the very end, so that way people can like back out if they haven't seen it already. Which I do have some things to say about for those two. And I'm definitely sure both of us have watched all of Loki and watched Black Widow as well. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, so that's that. But meanwhile, let's get through the news. So, not much in the controversial or frontline department, but we do have some stuff to talk about, no less. Judgment. We talked about this previously-ish, where I think I talked about how long it may last, if they know how to write the story right or whatever, but unfortunately, they may come to an abrupt end after Lost Judgment, which is the upcoming Judgment game. Because apparently, this is just rumors from right now, but apparently the agency or talent agency that the actor for the main character is a part of, which is Johnny and Associates. I don't know if you're familiar with Johnny's or Johnny Zawa. Johnny is the big agency for the male pop idols. You know, for you know how there's like AKB48, you know, for the females, right? And then they have their own little agency. But for the males, is Johnny's. That's the big, you know, the big guy for when it comes to male pop idol sort of agencies and stuff like that. That whole male side of things. So they have been pretty known for being very strict with their clients. They want to really like preserve the image of their clients, including Mr. Takuya Kimura, who is considered like a very, very famous member amongst the clients, because he comes from a super boy band in Japan. Before they disbanded, they were called SMAP or SMAP. I don't know how the English would pronounce it, but that was a very famous band like back in the day. I don't know if you're familiar with that band or boy band. It's a group of 5 guys. It's kind of like NSYNC, I guess, if you want to make a comparison. They're very big. they're like one of the oldest groups too. And then of course they eventually disbanded. Anyway, he has Mr. Kimura has been making a big name for himself in more ways than one, because he's been appearing in a lot of like J dramas and this and that, right? And then his latest venture was with Sega, or the dev team for the Yakuza games, and thus we have Judgment, and he is the face of the main character for Yagami. But now, because of what could happen with the PC release, because Lost Judgment is supposed to be coming out for PC, I guess. They have this like idea, or they think they have the idea that people in PC are gonna like mod the game and I guess like disfigure their client, through the mods, and like have him do some questionable things, right? Because they can like pull the model out and then do whatever they want, kind of like what sort of happened with Cyberpunk with Keanu Reeves' model. Like some people have him do like questionable things, or like let's just say not safe for work type of things. So yeah, so I guess that's the idea they want to avoid, which is why they've been trying to like they've been that agency and Sega have been butting heads, trying to come with an agreement. But it seems like, according to the rumors anyway, that's not happening. So that's why if this stuff doesn't come through, this could mean that they're gonna lose the main actor, or the main star. So therefore we're gonna lose the face of Yagami, and therefore that could ruin the experience of Judgment, and therefore that could be over, right? Possibly. Now there is always the possibility of just replacing the main actor, right? But as easy as that may sound, it's gonna really change the entire like sort of feel or the experience of the game. So it's like, yeah, you could do that, but do you really want to do that? You know what I mean? Because this game is very successful, considered very successful, at least in Japan and of course in the West. So if with that big first impression, it's like, do you really want to do that? Because it's really gonna like change the face that you've grown to sort of known with. You know what I mean? So, I kind of mentioned it with the guys, and Ender kind of like threw it out there, like, oh yeah, they just replaced the main actor, which makes sense coming from him because he hasn't played the game. But as for someone like me who has played the game, I feel like that's not gonna fly, because again, it's gonna like just change the entire thing. That's like changing Kiryu's face because he looked like this actor that did some questionable things, like, oh yeah, he was involved with some cocaine type of drug deal or whatever, right? Which did happen with Judgment, funny enough, with another actor within the game. They replaced his face, but because he's a side character, it's fine. It's not like it's gonna, you know what I mean? Like he's not the like the forefront of, or the poster boy of the game by any means. But he was still kind of a main, kind of an important part of the story, but it's still different. I don't know. Yeah. I don't see it happening that easily. I mean, unless they're gonna like completely rewrite what Judgment is going to be, like they like change it to a different direction, then sure, they can change the actor or the character, right? But it's definitely not gonna be the same no matter how you look at it. So any thoughts about that, like just for the situation itself? I mean, I know you don't play the game, but how do you feel about like about the situation itself, really, as a whole?
As a whole, it's like one of those subjects, like like all eyes are just gonna be on them right now, going like, "Hmm, you messed this up." Might be a career, changer.
Yeah, yeah.
So I again I can't really say. All in my head it's just that they're walking on eggshells right now. That's all.
You mean Sega or?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
but Sega's been walking on eggshells for so long. I think they're just running through it, going like, "Okay."
Yeah. I no. Anything else to add on?
So good luck and let's see what happens.
Yeah, pretty much. I do hope it works out for the sake of things.
Yeah.
The other solution, sure, could just be, oh, they just don't release it on PC. That could just be, yeah, that's always like the alternate route, but you can't do that at that point. You're gonna like really piss off some people, like, that were really looking forward to playing on PC because that's probably where the most optimal gameplay or whatever, like you get like smooth 60 frames per second and like of course the graphics right. You get to see it like at its best, and people have been really playing the Yakuza games on PC. They've been really on that. So for them to sort of like, I don't know, yeah, it's a very delicate situation. I feel like it sucks that if it does have to end in that way, sure, but at least it shows that they do care for the fans rather than trying to give in to like the sort of policies for the sake of like self imagery or whatever it is they're trying to preserve over the gamers, right, or the fans, especially the PC gamers. If they stick with their guns, then yeah, at least they look good for the eyes of the customer, and then therefore they're gonna stick with them for a longer time, and sustainability will be looking a lot better if they do that, because it shows royalty or excuse me, loyalty for the customers. So therefore, yeah, they're gonna buy the games from you if you keep putting these games on PC or whatever it is, whatever else systems. So it does come with a pretty heavy price because I do like the Judgment series. Well, so far anyway. It looks cool. It is cool. It does have that Yakuza flair, but it does have the Private Eye sort of uh, paint job over it. But it's still Yakuza when it comes to the action part of things, which yeah, that's what people do like. So that's just how it is. But yeah, I just hope that they come to an agreement somehow. And again, though, these are just rumors, so hopefully these are just rumors, right? So hopefully that's that. But I hope it doesn't end that way because that would be pretty damn lame on the agency's part for being so like stuck up and a little too conservative in my book. Just so they can like preserve the actor's image or whatever it is in order to preserve their own image as well, I guess. I guess you can put it that way. So yeah. Other than that, let me just look at anything else that in case I haven't missed anything, but yeah. Okay, yeah. So all in all, the reason why is just that the game is coming on PC and then the agency doesn't like those kind of things because yeah, they can just easily mod the thing and blah blah blah, what have you. So okay, so hopefully that works out for the best, and we'll see about that. I hope it continues with the actor and stuff because I do like the actor and such as Yagami. But yeah, the only other news that we have for the frontline part of things is the Stream Deck, which is very hot off the press. I think it just was announced today. Yeah, it was just 6 hours ago. And
I thought this was a fake.
I thought it was
That was
fake
fake.
too. I thought it was fake too. Do you want to give your comment about this one?
I already had a Stream Deck years ago. It's called the Wii U. It just looks like a flatter Wii U.
Yeah, like a slimmer Wii U gamepad controller.
Why is it only up there?
Oh, and then you can actually dock it? Okay, that's kind of... I thought it was just only like a portable system.
Oh dear.
But it looks like it's supposed to be like a Switch type of thing, but with PC games. So I mean, it does have potential, I guess, but I don't know.
Like, look at the button layout.
Yeah, it's very, very strange. I wonder how actually comfortable it is in most people's hands. But it's like if you're gonna play it on the on your monitor, then there's really no. Well,
Yeah, there's no.
there's no point really. Yeah, I guess there is no point because you're better off just putting a little more money into an actual like dedicated PC. You know, it is $400. Granted, that sounds like a price range within the sort of like the entry level market for anyone who wants to get into PCs. I mean, yeah, it does have potential for sure, but I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, we have to really see of how it performs, you know, with the specs and everything. I think this is coming out in December, if I am correct. But let's
I'm trying to look at the specs right now.
yeah. Like yeah, it's gonna run off the Steam OS, so you're gonna do everything through Steam. Just, the device itself is gonna have a for what it looks like a 720p resolution screen with 60 hertz, so it's 60 hertz LCD screen. LCD, I have not seen those letters in a long time.
So it's a piece of shit.
So the screen, so that means your screen, you're probably gonna not be able to look at it from like a couple of angles. It looks like.
Oh, and that's bad because the damn thing says it has gyro control.
Does it
So
have gyro? Oh boy.
yeah, so I'm like, that does not make sense.
Unless this is gonna be like a really good LCD screen, then you can look at it from like several angles. But, huh? Okay. um. Let me see. AMD APU featuring 4-core, 8-thread CPU paired with 8 RDNA to compute units for the GPU. Okay. 16 gigs of RAM. Practically speaking, that makes it a substantial amount stronger than the Switch, allowing it to run modern games impressively well. As a point of reference, according to this writer anyway, I was able to play Jedi Fallen Order on an in-development Stream Deck at high graphical settings with little to no issue. Even it can even suspend running games like a console. And Valve says that the intent is really to give players access to their entire Steam library on the go.
It's called a gaming laptop
Mm-hmm.
or a laptop if you want.
Yeah. I guess it's just more portable than a laptop if you don't want to like bother with like the clamshell thing and like having the mouse and stuff like that. But hmm.
I'm still looking at the specs and I'm oof.
Uh-huh.
So the base, the because there's apparently three versions.
Oh, okay.
This the base non-switch, non-switch, non
Yeah.
Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
The storage The internal storage is only a 64 gigabyte eMMC.
eMMC
Think of it as a
hard drive.
core, yeah, hard drive. Poor man, but it does the job hard drive. But 64 gigabyte? Name one Steam game that's not gonna eat up all of that in one go. Unless you do visual novels and small games, but like for good high budget
Yeah.
and games. Okay, anyways. The version 2, the internal storage is 256 gigabyte. It's an SSD. Okay, we're getting there.
Huh.
So it's good.
Uh-huh.
And then version 3 is 512 gigabyte um, high speed SSD card. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
wow. Like, hmm. I can't. I saw the pricing and I was like, oof. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Base price, the 64 gigabyte one. It comes with a carrying case. Oh, there you go. You see it.
Yeah. It's the purple. Yeah, it's the purple graphic, right? Or
Yeah.
pinkish graphic. Yeah. Anyway, and then go on. What's the rest of them have?
Like extra features that you don't need. I mean, you do need some of them, but for 500, I'm gonna put tax. So for 550, but because let's just
Mm-hmm.
add tax in there. That's the middle. That's the middle one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
256 gigabytes for SSD internal storage,
Mm-hmm.
faster storage, the carrying case, and exclusive Steam community profile bundle. Okay, see that last one should be across the board.
Right, like what the fuck? What? Why did they make it exclusive for? Okay.
I love how they had to put like you're gonna get a carrying case. It's like that should be a given.
Mm-hmm.
But for I'm gonna say let's put it as 690 for the last one.
Right, with
500
tax. Mm.
gigabyte SSD, fastest, not faster, fastest.
Storage, even though it's the same SSD, it looks like, right? So it's not.
Premium,
What?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same. And then it comes with a premium anti-glare um etch glass,
Etch. Yeah. Anti-glare etched glass. Okay.
exclusive carrying case.
Hmm.
What does that mean? They're gonna embroil your name on it.
Yeah, it's like yeah, like or they just have like a Steam logo on the carrying case or something. I don't know.
Exclusive Steam community pro. See again, the exclusive Steam community should be across the board. Exclusive virtual keyboard. Again, okay,
Oh
those
my.
last two should be across the damn. Oh, Gabe Newell, I love you, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this was under the development of Valve, right? Or something like that. Valve had
I'm
to do something with it.
guessing,
Yes.
but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then this is coming out in December. I think this might be the next like sort of Steam box if anyone remembers that. No one bought that thing. So I don't know. I definitely would like to see people try it out and stuff just to see, but I it does have potential, I guess. But yeah. Like if you're gonna put that much money down for something like that, you might as well save up a little more money, like, especially the 650 one, right? You might as well just try to save up a little more just to get an entry level PC. That's just my 2 cents on it. What about you? I mean, I know you're already like in disagreement, but like, because how much is an entry level PC nowadays? You know?
depending how how beefy you want it to make.
Right. I'm pretty sure you can get away with like $700 or $800 even. So that's what I mean. Again, like you just have to save a little more, or even 900. I feel like 900 is a pretty solid like entry level.
You don't need to show the chat. I just typed it into into Amazon.
Sorry, hold on. Let me get on.
Yeah. Don't look, chat. Or don't look.
All right, so hold on. Let me just shut off your thing for a second, so that way people don't see too much of your thingy.
Yeah, we don't want to see all my my things.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
I need to I need to close this tab of Super Sentai Yaoi.
Okay. Okay. So,
Look.
so can you read off like what we're looking at here?
It's a. I just typed in gaming PC on Amazon for $629.99. That's without tax. You pretty much get a good beefy, and I stretch the word good beefy PC rig. Though you might have to change the Resin 5, but it will do the job.
Or
And
and the RAM. You can add the RAM
the,
too. So yeah.
well, yeah, the RAM. But RAMs are very cheap.
Yeah,
so,
RAM is very cheap. Yeah.
yeah. But see, like with this is like a good starter pack. And then you don't need to go like, oh, I need to change everything. You can just change like along the way of like
Yeah, just add on this stuff.
tempered glass panels with mirror finish. Ooh.
And then you have like those, you have the lights and stuff like that that come with it. Which, yeah, I mean that's like it's weird now that the lights become a standard for PCs nowadays.
Yeah, to show your what you call your wealth.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah,
funny.
and look.
Right? Yeah, and then if you save up, yeah, and there's other options too for similar prices, and then there's one for around 1,000, right? But that one's going to get you pretty far in terms of pre-built PCs.
Yeah. Or if you do have friends that do PC building, like the one I have, he'll ask you what's your budget and what is your main games or your main
objective, pretty much.
objective or purpose of this rig. And when I told him about my rig, I told him, well, it's mostly for gaming and video editing, and he just wrote up like a shopping list, and he's like, here,
yeah,
take your time. Like he made me 2 shopping lists. The one that was extremely budget, or the one to where I am at today. Hi, my little 2000 baby.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be more expensive next year, hopefully, with the with the 30 series.
Oh man, I am definitely wanting a 30 series card now at this point.
Sorry, tangent.
Go ahead.
You read, what was it in Mexico or somewhere? They bust a person that was harboring like all the 30 series.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they bust somebody that was just pretty much farming the 30 series for crypto mining. And then there was another one that they found, I forgot where, they found like a full storage unit full of PS4s for also crypto mining. And I'm like, don't put them to jail, please. Just cut off their arms. Let's go back to medieval times, kids.
Oh yeah, the Dark Ages, if mind you, or whatever, and whatnot. Yeah. So there's some more of the detailed specs.
Specs made me gag. not in the good way.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's probably a niche use for it, but really otherwise, you're better off trying to get a laptop just because like you can just now do more than just gaming. You can browse the internet and like do whatever you want with it essentially, or you know what I mean. Like that could be your work computer and stuff like that on the go instead of like you know what I mean. Instead of just this one thing, you know, this thing that they can only do one thing kind of well, maybe. Yeah, I think you're better off just trying to save up for a PC or entry level PC or a laptop. Yeah.
Or sometimes, you know, they're not really those those notebooks,
Uh-huh.
like the ones that you're supposed to just use it for like work and stuff. They're actually kind of powerful because I remember my friend on her notebook, she was playing what was she was playing Blade and Soul on it, and I was like, okay, it may look a little choppy, but it's actually pretty impressive that this thing can fucking run Blade and Soul.
Uh-huh.
I was like, meh. If it
Yeah.
works, it works.
This is an interesting image too, because they are specifically addressing, or not addressing, mentioning one of the niche uses for this type of thing, which is for the Steam Deck, which is to like have the people in the FTC like come together and like just do some real quick like pat matches and stuff like that, or like lab real quick, like you know what I mean. And it even has like GG Strive in there too, which is really funny. So
The graphic quality on that thing must not look good.
well, that's just as a superimposed thing. Like they just cut it out and put it in right over the screen. So we don't even know if that's even like if that's
Yeah,
even real.
true. But again, it's like uh,
How big is the screen though? First off, is it like 7 inches? Is that what it was? Well, let me see. I think it was 7 inches. Or is, excuse me. Let me see. Well, anyway, either way, it doesn't look too big. I think like yeah, even like the what do you call it? The different price points don't even have like the bigger screen or anything like that. It's just bigger storage and SSDs and whatever. So you're not really getting much out of it other than yeah, storage space and yeah, okay, so it is 7 inches diagonal. Okay, so I think that's the same size as the OLED model for the Switch. I think I could be wrong. Could be the same thing as the Switch. Yeah, I think. I mean, personally, for me, of course, I would pass right away. Like, no question. You know, but how well will it be able to serve that niche is my biggest like question, I guess. You know what I mean? I think most people won't buy it just cause, but there might be a niche where you know like the you know like this image for example like people coming together to lab real quick with fighting games, right? Because people do that with the Switch. That's why a lot of people want to have a Switch to lab some combos on the go, especially like in the airplane or like um, at places like Evo, for example. You know that sort of situation.
yeah.
And now that you have like a what essentially is a portable ass PC, then it's like, okay, I think what you can do is just get yourself the entry level or the $400 version because you know I don't think fighting games take up that much space anyway, and just lab the thing, lab it on the go. I think that's the main purpose people will find with this thing. But again, I don't know. Well, the laptop, I think a laptop will be able to do that, and then some, right? You can like browse on the internet after, so. You know, I don't know. It's just that I guess that's like the biggest question is how much will it be able to fulfill that niche well? is what I'm trying to say here. So, if we don't have any more to say, I think we can definitely move on. We've said definitely enough about the Stream Deck. So, all right. So that's it for the frontline type of news. There was definitely some things to talk about, but now we can definitely move on to the 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 fighting game portion. Let's just go over Evo real quick. It's not news or anything like that, but it's kind of a reminder of what's going on and what have you. So it's still online, of course, because we're still in the situation, right? But yeah, you know, we have plenty of online tournaments to go around. So these are the side tournaments that are going to happen or have happened. With Grand Blue, right? We have Under Night in Birth, Fighting Herds, Soul Calibur 6, Blaze Blue Cross Tag, Fighters or Dragon Ball Fighters, Gundam Maxi Boost. There's a lot of names to that, and then Skullgirls. Second encore. Skullgrills, yeah. Let me see. I think that I guess there's like different community stuff or community series within it. So that was a side tournament one. PlayStation tournaments will feature Guilty Gear, Tekken 7, Mortal Kombat 11, and also Grand Blue Versus. Yeah, Grand Blue Versus. The warm-ups have almost the same thing except Street Fighter 5 instead of Grand Blue. And then there's a schedule, of course, but the main part of the lineup, though, is for the most part, and that's like the real Evo, and quote unquote, for this year anyway, will feature Tekken 7, Mortal Kombat 11, Street Fighter 5, Guilty Gear Strive, and lastly, Skullgirls Second Encore, which is actually the first time Skullgirls has been fully featured as a main game for Evo of any degree. So, even though with the circumstances being quite different, I think it's still pretty cool that, well, Skullgirls will have a time to shine in a way. Granted, though, it is an online tournament for this time around, so not quite the same, but it is something, I guess, for it to be featured in the main online game over others. So, I guess that's something to say. The showcase is the last part of Evo 2021, which will feature all of the best champions for each region. So yeah, it says the showcase will bring our newly crowned regional champions from Evo 2021 online together for one final fight to rule them all. So yeah, obviously you don't want to have an open tournament for every online tournament because it's going to be pretty hard. As there's a lot of people all over the world who play this or play Evo or participate in Evo. So yeah, obviously we're going to have some problems if we're going to do that, since not every netcode is perfect right now. I think Guilty Gear could pull it off, and Mortal Kombat as well, maybe, but I think that is the best way to do it for right now, which is the regional stuff. Yeah, so that's the gist of things. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's the gist of it. If you have any comments, Zawa, to add on to it, yeah, it was just to kind of briefly mention what's going on with the Evo. Pretty cool stuff. We do have some notes to look at for Ramon, since we actually don't have a SNK character to talk about for this week. Of course, with the King of Fighters 15, it seems like they're starting to slow down on the character reveals, since we're like coming closer to the end of or the max number of the roster for the base roster. But yeah, this is the artist note from Mr. Nakata himself once again. Do you want to read it off, Zawa, this time around for our boy Ramon?
Give me water.
Sure.
And it's also getting cold here. I wonder why. Raymond is a rough and tumbling. I hate when they use that phrase. rough and tumbling, the luchador who pulls all the stops when he's in the ring. Sorry. I mean, do they not know what a luchador is? They have mask. Okay, anyways.
He fights like a luchador, but anyway.
I know he fights like a luchador, but saying that he's a okay. I have to say, it took many takes to do his motion capture right for this game. Ooh, motion capture.
Hmm.
How many people got hurt?
Yeah, right.
But hey, thanks to the actor's hard work, Ramon movements are just bursting with energy. Absolutely benefiting for the strongest human alive. Okay. I think Kyo and Iori would like to talk to you. What with his nimble and tricky fight style and all.
Hmm.
Nakata Tomohiro.
Yep.
San.
Yep. But yeah, so it is cool that they actually mocap his movement. So maybe that's it does look pretty fluid in comparison to other people. I could be wrong about that, but
Yeah.
but
But it's also like how, because you know, like when you motion capture, there are some details you have to go in and just tweak.
yeah.
Like how much of the motion capture uh footage did they have to tweak just to kind of like give that oomph.
The weight and feel and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Not to mention, yeah, the speed of said of those like motion captures too. You have to mess it around with it, and then
Yeah.
that also affects like the weight and the look and the authenticity of like that action or feel or the believability does change when you have to mess around with the speed with it too. So yeah, that's all a part of the process. At least I feel. But when you do it right, it does look pretty cool. So. I think they did a good job with Ramon, with his animations anyway. So that's why I think he's like one of the more better looking fighters when it comes to just movement alone or just motion alone or animations, I should say.
Mm.
Yeah, he doesn't look stiff or anything like that. So like some of the fighters do in this game. Which I do. I kind of wish they did that. So for someone like King, for example, because I think she probably like the quote unquote the worst looking fighter in terms of like animations. Yeah, and I'm probably being nitpicky because she is like one of the waifus, right? For me anyway. So, but anyway, Ramon, I think I may actually pick him as someone to try out when I pick up KOF 15 whenever that comes out. So he does look pretty cool and fun. So yeah, I do want to see if he is my character or not. And then the other character for sure is Shermie because she has some fun wrestling moves. And then the third one is like kind of a really big toss up. Like of course I have to see like what the base roster looks like as a whole, so
Yeah.
for me to decide the rest of the characters, I guess, or the third character rather. Like I do want to see Yamazaki because he's like the sort of the mafia boss and stuff like that. He does look really cool, and I did play him somewhat in CVS 2, so that's kind of like how I was sort of attached to Yamazaki because he just looks cool, and I do like his personality and such, and like sort of his gimmicks and whatever. But we'll have to see if he makes it in there in the base roster. He'll probably make it in there as a DLC character just because of how popular he is in a way, in his own right, I guess you can say. But yeah. Do you have any other comments for KOF 15 or?
No, I'm thinking of something else.
Oh, okay.
Oh, actually, yeah, they didn't show the other luchadors, right?
No, not yet. They don't have Angel. They don't have
King of
King
Dinosaur.
Dinosaurs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not
And
yet.
isn't there one more?
Maybe. I'm not that I'm aware of. Oh no, Raiden or Raiden. Uh,
There you go. I was like, there's one more. The
yeah, okay, yeah, he could make it into the wrestling team. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be Angel
like
for sure because Angel's too popular not to include, right, within the wrestling circle anyway. And then you have Ramon, right, and then you can have either Kingdom Dinosaurs or Raiden to be the wrestling team or whatever. So
well, if they put King of Dinosaurs and Raiden, they should have the I forget his name. He's the one with the ball and chain.
oh Chang,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's not gonna be like wrestling, it's just gonna be like Team Big Boys.
Yeah, big boy. Yeah, heavyweight or whatever. That could be cool. It could be yeah, because Chang is Korean, so he could probably be part of Team Korea or whatever it's gonna be called. And I'm not. I mean, we haven't seen Kim Kaplan or whatever just yet, the Taekwondo guy. So
Jeff Kaplan? What?
Jeff Kaplan, yeah. But yeah. Anyway,
Hello everyone. Jeff
yeah.
Kaplan from Overwatch. It's like,
Watch.
whoa.
Yeah, right. What he had a hand in making KOF stuff. That would be kind of weird, but I guess neat at the same time.
Today I'm bringing you Reinhardt.
In Reinhardt KOF. That'd be kind of cool, actually, to have a big body with the hammer and everything. I wonder how that would work, but yeah. But anyway, yeah. Pretty cool to see Ramon in there, of course, and then can't I think Angel will definitely be in there. Like that's gonna happen, right? Because again, she's too popular not to be included in the wrestling side of things. So I think she'll make it in there again as kind
You
of
say that.
what?
I was like, you say that now, and then somebody with a monkey's paws doing this.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
oh, there it is. Good job, Hawk. You could have wished for anything else. You had to do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could always happen. I mean, they could. I mean, they could probably include her in DLC because they know that people want Angel, and then so people are gonna buy her. That could always be, um, that could always be a way to do it, I guess. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see about the future stuff for KOF. I think we'll probably see one next week. So we'll check it out though, no matter what. Anyway, this is another cool bit of news for Guilty Gear Strive this time around. So, as we know, DZ Strive has been having its faults for the online experiences when it comes to the lobby system and the lack of crossplay. But this time around, this is addressing the crossplay side of things for Strive, and they seem to be trying to put the crossplay in there now, which should have. I wish it would have happened right at the get go, right? But it looks like they were having trouble with the verification process or whatever the paperwork that goes into these things, especially with the pandemic times. So that might have been a part of it, or might have been a reason why we didn't see this from the get go. We do have crossplay from PS4 to PS5. That's a given, but from PlayStation,
But that's not what everybody wants right
yeah,
now.
PlayStation to PC. I think that's the that's the one we
That's the
want.
ticket.
That's the ticket. Yes, exactly. But yeah, I think for the most part, they had to cut out. Yeah, it says cut off a number of features and modes due to the added development stresses brought on from COVID-19. So that probably is a reason why you don't see like instant kills or any other like the other perhaps modes and stuff like that, or any ideas that were in process of Strive or within Strive that didn't come through because requires more work, more time, which COVID-19 has definitely
Yeah. But I think for like like their first major update, I'm gonna call it, they are gonna put in
the insta kills.
the insta kills.
Mm-hmm.
which I want to say they'll put it in mid-season. After they shoot out like the first two DLC characters, then it's gonna be the big update. That's my take.
Right. I think when exactly for me anyway, from my predictions, I would say whenever the big update, like like a revelator type of thing, like Strive 2.0 or whatever it's gonna be called. That's when they'll put in the instant kills and like whatever new character and and the patch notes and this feature and also all these other additional little features, right, that could make it in there, possibly.
What if, like in one of the patch notes, it was bad translated, and it said, well, in the Japanese translation, it's supposed to say like they dumbed down or they nerfed the kata input.
Oh,
But instead, like whoever was translating said, "We got rid of the kata input." And it's like, whoa!
yeah. I mean, that could happen. Yeah, that could always happen.
It could happen, but still, if that happened, I'm like, ooh, a lot of Tekken players are going to be
Yeah,
dropping that shit.
yeah, they're gonna be tweeting for sure.
Which, thank God for me, I do have my second, which is Faust, which I should.
uh,
Which
I do have my second as well, which is Leo. I mean, he's not like. I mean, he's like what, day 2 currently. So yeah, but
yeah,
but I do like Leo.
yeah, I prefer. I don't know, but from the fights that we had, I had more fun with Faust because he was more like 1, 2, 3, okay, and then you kind of had the struggle until I told till who told you like to
Oh,
just block.
I think it was
Was it
I think it was Seth, yeah, or S Faka,
I
yeah.
think it was Faka or Josh. They said just block when he does the knife poke, and I was like, you assholes.
It could have been
No mercy.
Afro as well, but I don't know. Afro could
Like
have.
if we were like together, like playing on the couch, you'd be like, shut up.
Yeah.
Let him figure it out.
Yeah.
Let him keep running into my poke.
Yeah. The character balance, for the most part, is okay, except for
Yeah,
Saul. I think it's okay.
it's yes, Saul.
Yeah.
Oh, one punch from Saul is like okay.
Yeah.
Like yeah, there was a meme like what was it? What is it? Forward punch?
Well, forward slash or whatever it
Yes,
is,
forward
Or
slash.
close slash. I think it was. I think
It
it
was
is. But anyway, yeah.
like yeah, there was the meme that I saw. It was like when Saul does that, it was it had it would say counter, and then the next picture would be All Might showing like, and this is my scar.
Oh my
Getting hit by
god.
Saul.
uh,
I was like, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Soul players, yeah. They just do that, and then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You're done. That's when you put down the controller and just go like, okay, there goes my life.
Especially like well, people talk about that button a lot, but I feel like his kick is a pretty big problem too. Is I think it's just 5K. It's the one he just like kicks diagonally upward, because that thing is 3 frames, which is like not most moves are 3 frames, which means it's really fast for what it is, and it's 2 hits, and it's like a part of a combo like route. So it's like, damn, it's a lot of pretty good amount of utility in that one kick. So. I feel like they don't like, okay, like I don't want him to be nerfed severely, right? But
Yeah.
I do want just to maybe fine tune some things, right? Obviously, but I kind of just want all the other people to be buffed, so like people can be fun too, like you know what I mean. So have that sort of soul privilege, quote unquote. I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to like outright say it, but
I
But
kind of understand, but sometimes to me, like, I think majority of the times before they tweak the damage, maybe tweak the hitboxes because there are some weird ass here hitboxes in that game.
right. Yeah, I think there's some issues with some hitboxes or hurt boxes rather. But
Yeah, because I forget which character when they do like a slash like this, you think it's the what's it called? Not the weapon slash, but the actual like animation of the slash would be that hitbox. It's like, okay, if I block this, but no, it's actually like the middle of like
yo, yeah, I
like
see what you're saying. Mm.
here's the arc and here's the weapon. It's actually at within the weapon and not the arc. And I'm like, let's just move the hitbox here. Okay,
Mm.
there we go. We fixed it.
Well, I know one weird thing I know from Potemkin for sure is that when you do his low punch or whatever, his jabs, when he just sticks out his hand, like kind of like like
This.
this, yeah, that it's not a low, it's a high. So that's like I'm like, what?
Oh, how he looks like
Yeah, he's hitting low, but he can block high. It's like what? I don't understand.
it's his thumb.
Yeah,
Thumb is like
his thumb. Okay.
because see the hitbox when you look at it are
Mhm.
tiny on his fingertips,
Yeah.
but his thumb is like a big ass one. That's
Hmm.
why.
Yeah, I guess. I think his crouching kick or whatever is a low, but his other crouching punch, that crouching punch I'm talking about is not. So it's like it's such a like weird thing that throws me off. Well, I think it still does hit low profile attacks technically. Like for example, the riff from Ino, like when she goes low and then throws out the sword, like the sword looking thing from the ground. I think that still hits her when she's in that state, like right before she throws up the sword. So I think it still works, but it's still weird to me that it's not considered a low. It's like weird. I don't know. Things like that kind of throw me off, and I think those need to be tweaked around a little bit, maybe. But then again,
Yeah,
I'm not like a big avid player for right now. Like I'm
yeah,
just gonna
same.
more casual. So I don't know. Fuck, I know, right? What the fuck do I know? But
But not say that word casual too often. We might get killed.
yeah, sure.
You know, a lot of people don't like that word.
Hmm.
Don't know why.
I don't know. Anyway, hope to see the crossplay happen with the PlayStation PCs sometime down the road, if not soon. Hopefully that can happen. That was something we definitely needed because I am not willing to double dip for this case anyway. I think the next time I get a fighting game, like a major fighting game anyway, is going to be PC because I do plan to get KOF 15 to be PC, and then the Melty Blood game to be on PC as well. But when it comes to like
See?
yeah, when it comes to like Street Fighter and stuff like that, that I don't know, or Tekken, that I don't know either. So you know. Anyway, that's that. So we went over that. Okay, so the biggest one for fighting games for this episode is the Nickelodeon fighting game. Actually,
You mean it's not Mugen?
it is not Mugen. It is an actual platform fighter featuring the Nickelodeon characters called Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, announced for this fall, coming to PS5 or PS4 and 5, the Xbox One, and then also Series X and S, and of course the Switch. Um, First off, we're gonna get. Oh, wait, let me just see. Oh yeah, we're gonna get 20 levels. We're gonna get single player and multiplayer modes. Local and online will be up to four players, and then this will be developed by Ludosity and Fair Play Labs. Ludosity, from what I've heard, they made Slap City, which is like another Smash clone, but apparently, from what I've been hearing, that's like the best like feeling Smash clone out there. That doesn't have like that major, um, I guess, sort of backing behind it. So it's like like the best indie sort of Smash clone out there right now. So So it seems like this is done by people who know what they're doing. So I hope that's the case. And also apparently, according to someone from Discord anyway, one of the devs was there in that Discord, and they mentioned about rollback netcode on supported platforms. And also a PC version is coming as well. So this could potentially be a better feeling Smash game than Smash. How would you feel about that? Of all the things, right?
For Sakurai's ears. It's like,
Yeah.
so what are you doing?
Well, it's not his decision. That's Nintendo's. But
I
yeah,
know,
yeah.
But still, it's
But
like,
still.
what are you doing? Shut the hell up!
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to see this man cry?
Yeah. So, let's actually check out the trailer though.
No.
There are some pretty cool characters thrown in there. Oh god, that's very loud. All right. Michelangelo, yeah.
I have no idea who this shit kid.
Yeah, the
kid
Lincoln
is.
Loud one, that's new to me. But Powder Toast Man, I know that one.
Call the police.
Yeah. Sandy Cheeks is in there. Patrick, of course. And then we have Oblina from All Real Monsters. Nigel Thornberry from Wild Thornberries. Yep. Yep. That one I don't know. Lucia, I'm not too sure where she's from. SpongeBob, of course. Yep, we do have SpongeBob. Helga, from Hey Arnold, but not Arnold himself. And then we have Reptar. That's actually one of one of the coolest picks they could ever have for a Rugrats representative. They picked.
I mean, do you really want to see Tommy and the other babies get their ass kicked?
Yes.
Jesus.
I'm kidding. But
Yeah, I'm not the kid. I'm gonna call JJ. Do not have a mere child.
Not, come, bruh. This is Rugrats we're talking about, dude. Bruh.
And what if little baby Ripley, loves Tommy? She started to act.
Okay, fine.
Like Tommy.
Angelica, fine. All right. Just
Okay, good. That bitch deserves it.
Yeah, she kind of always gets her just desserts sort of character. But anyway, Reptar, that's a really cool choice because I really did like Reptar because I'm a Godzilla fan, and I know this is supposed to be like a straight up parody of kaiju's and Godzilla and stuff like that within their universe.
Yeah, but with friends, I don't have friends.
Yep. Invader Zim, right? And then we have Danny Phantom.
It looks weird.
He looks definitely. I think he definitely looks the quote unquote worst of the characters because I think the style they're trying to go for is supposed to be like universal for all the characters, but I feel like that Phantom just yeah. It didn't translate well for Phantom, unfortunately.
Just don't play him.
Yeah, I don't know about Phantom's face. It's a little weird. Even though he's a cartoon character, like how do you kind of mess that up? But
I don't know. You can go ask Jump Force.
Well, that's because that's Unreal Engine, so that's like
I know, but you were saying like how could they mess up a cartoon? It's like go ask Jump Force.
Well, that's an Unreal Engine thing, so yeah. But if this is like not Unreal, so
dive kick.
Oh yeah, they have what is that? Leonardo have a dive kick? Yeah, it does,
yeah. Leo had a dive kick.
Yeah, dive kick. Oh, and then SpongeBob with that regular ass recovery. I feel like Reptar's gonna be really fun because he's got some like.
Reptar's the Bowser of this game.
He's gonna be the Bowser of the game for sure. Oh yeah, and then there's the ledge game, right? That SpongeBob trying to
touch man.
a lot of yeah.
I mean, the graphics looks good, but it looks like it should have been like what, mid 2000s?
Uh, it does. Well, I mean, to me, it looks like a double A game instead of a triple A game. But you know, um, I think the feel is what's going to be more important than the graphics in this case, and I think it's passable for a Nickelodeon type of game.
Hmm.
You know, I like the stages though. The stages look pretty neat. But yeah, there's so many people like, okay, they gotta have this, they gotta have that, like the especially like the gut stuff, for the stages, and then like the Legends of the Hidden Temple stuff too, like, and then the referee from Guts being the announcer, in-game announcer, or something like that. It's like all these like fans,
It should be the. It should be Keenan and Kel. They should be like assist trophies.
yeah, right, like something like that. That'd be kind of funny.
I am repair man.
I wonder if they'll like do anything with like Drake and Josh or whatever.
I don't think
Oh
so.
right, because yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of forget. I kind of forgot about what's happened with Drake. Oh, it's unfortunate. That would have been pretty cool if they if
I was going like this.
yeah, I know.
You don't know, dude. We don't mention those names here.
Yeah. Anyway, I like the fact that Powdered Toast Man was actually featured in here over Ren and Stimpy, but that could be because of a licensing issue. I feel because Ren and Stimpy are featured on like different channels or whatever now, so I think the licensing is a little weird on that situation. But when it comes to like the side characters, I think that's not part of the like the deal or agreement, so maybe that's why they put Powdered Toast Man instead of Ren and Stimpy. Maybe they'll put Ren and Stimpy like later on, but we don't even know if this is like, you know, all of the base roster right now, so we'll probably show off more, hopefully, and they'll show off like more of the cool characters, like, you know, Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life, and like so on and so forth. And we haven't even seen Fairy Odd Parents, so we definitely gotta see some Fairy Odd Parents thrown in there.
We haven't seen the Angry Beavers as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that too. So there's got to be more to it than just what we've seen right now. But yeah, I mean, interesting choices though, no matter what how you look at it, because like, you know, our real monsters, they have Oblina instead of like, you know, the other two, right? Like the I forget his name, but Crumb.
I
Crumb.
know the red one. His name is Ickis.
Ickis, there you go. And then Crumb is the eye guy. So he the one has to like hold his eyes up and stuff like that.
And then he drowns his eyes in water at night. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's like a not a retainer, like the like false teeth or whatever you call them. At night.
dentures.
Dentures, excuse me. Yeah, thank you. I'm kind of also, yeah, I'm glad they put Nigel instead of his daughter in there. Eliza Thornberry, yeah. I'm actually glad they like sort of acknowledge how popular he is over, you know, the main character.
It's because I'm guessing it's the memes. That's why.
Oh, of course, yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm glad that they had sort of acknowledged, you know, the internet culture, and so they put him instead.
This is the question with Nigel Thornberry. His voice actor is Tim Curry.
Yeah, I don't think they'll bring in
because Tim Curry is not doing so well.
Yeah, he's out of commission, definitely. So
it's like, are they going to use like sound bites from the shows?
Maybe.
They're gonna try to like find a good voice actor to kind of like, you know, be in that realm.
Mm-hmm.
Or are they just gonna make him go no?
Yeah.
I would be totally fine with that.
Yeah. Of course, SpongeBob. This is gonna sound kind of silly, but I feel like SpongeBob is gonna be the Shoto, like the normal, like like the Mario of
I was gonna say because there's like SpongeBob, Sandy, and Patrick. That's already like if you look at a Smash perspective, that's the Mario gang. So I think there's gonna
yeah.
be more SpongeBob characters than everyone else.
Mm-hmm. And I do find it interesting that Helga got picked over Hey Arnold, or excuse me, Arnold,
Arnold.
football head. I probably, yeah, I mean, then again, he'll probably be featured in the next trailer, maybe like the next bundle of characters. But, um, I mean, I can
Yes,
kind of.
I want to see Helga versus Angelica. Which
Oh, that'd be
bitch is
sick.
worse?
Ugh, man, that'd be sick.
Which
Man, that'd be kind of sick actually. But I'm pretty sure
and
if they do, sorry, if I'm pretty sure if they do feature more of the Rugrats, they have to be in their baby forms because they have like remember they had the all grown up one, the cartoon.
that one scared me.
It's weird. It's so weird to see them like, you know what I mean, like in high school or whatever. Like, it's just basically Tommy with hair, and then they can like talk, and it like lots of love
They
like
can form sentences.
what?
They can form sentences like actual
Yeah, exactly. Like,
proper grammar structures and all that.
it like lost a lot of what made Rugrats like memorable in a way. They're just babies that just talk to each other and such, and they have like a vast sort of imagination, and they go on these like little adventures in their heads, right? Like, like you
What do you
don't.
mean adventures in their heads? Everything in that show was real. What the hell are you talking about?
Oh man, but I'm glad that they put Reptar in there. I'm glad that they put Reptar in there. For
You know what
most.
it should have been? It should have been Grandpa.
Oh yeah, you're right, Grandpa Pickles. Oh man, or Stu.
When he
Stu would have been so good. It would have been so good because Nigel, you got the dads fighting each other, dude. Oh man, oh my.
No, because Stu would be like this every fight. I'm losing control of my life.
Oh man.
See, if they put Grandpa Pickles, his grab would be like, "Did you know I had to walk 15 miles to kick your ass?" It's like,
Yeah. Oh my.
it's like Grandpa Pickles. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, Reptar is definitely gonna be one of the popular picks for sure, because he's a kaiju looking dinosaur motherfucker. So he is the Bowser pretty much. But I'm actually glad that they put the Ninja Turtles in there too, because it's funny. It's funny that they are now considered part of Nickelodeon stuff. Instead of like the Fox or whatever it is, right? So
And then if you notice, that's their 80s.
yeah, you're right. You're right. Mm-hmm.
It's not their 2000, which I would have preferred if it was, unless it's a skin.
Or the really new one that I've seen on like
Yeah.
Twitter for a lot of times now with the animation. Oh, like, oh look at this animation, so cool. Like those kind of clips. But I mean, they're cool for what they are, but at least they went with the classic iconic looks. So yeah, okay, that's fine by me. And then yeah, I'm sure all the turtles are gonna be in there because it's pretty easy to implement them because it's just turtles with like different headbands or whatever, the eye masks. Of course, the different weapons, but yeah, it should be able to be implemented easily. Oh yeah, they put Michelangelo, of course, from the Turtles. There's only two characters that I don't know, which is Lucy and Lincoln Loud. Which yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I don't know too much about them. But yeah, I mean, don't expect any quality by any means, but I'm pretty sure like the feel is what's important, and not to mention if the net code is going to be pretty good. I think yeah, it does have it might be a contender, right? A contender in its own right. But yeah, very interesting choices for some. Some of are like kind of a given. But yeah, it's looking pretty promising overall. I'll definitely give it a try. I think I might get it on the Switch because Todd said he might get it on Switch. So I'll probably do that. Unless they'll have like crossplay with like most of the other systems, because Sony is a piece of shit. But yeah. All right, so I think that's pretty much what we can say. I mean, is there anyone else you want to see in SpongeBob? Or not SpongeBob? Sorry, there's SpongeBob right there.
Yeah, SpongeBob.
The fighting game. I mean, it might be SpongeBob the fighting game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's SpongeBob and Friends.
Yeah. Anyway, who did you want to see in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl?
Um, Amanda Bynes and the Dancing Lobsters.
Okay. I want to see. I want to see like the man, like all the live action stuff too. Like people. Someone had a cool idea if like there's a tutorial mode. It's Clarissa who does the voiceover because she explains it all. Clarissa explains it all. That's the. That'd be so.
The door's there. Yeah.
I would love to have Clarissa as the tutorial person or whatever. That'd be so funny.
I'd rather have
iCarly.
iCarly.
Yeah.
Like when you do the windscreen, it zooms out and she's like this. Interesting.
I want to see something from Kablam. Remember that show? It was like a show within like that had like I want to say segment where they have like a bunch of shows like the Action League, and then there was Prometheus and Bob.
Giving me gray hairs. So.
I know, right? Prometheus and Bob, and then there was that one that one claymation looking thing with Loopy, and there's one other one that man. I want to.
Chad. Hawk is showing his age.
Dude, I'm fucking old, dude. I'm fucking old.
You're old, but shit. I'm like sitting here going like, conceal, don't feel, don't let them know that you're old.
Yo, okay, I'm gonna put this on the screen right now, because dude, looking at this stuff is so nostalgic.
And this is where I cry in my head, like
Kablam.
I don't put this.
This, dude. Oh my god, do you remember this? There's Loopy right there. Oh my god, man, this is so old. Oh my god. It's so old. There's Action League, dude. Action League's gotta be in there, dude. I
hate you,
dude.
I hate you.
I definitely want to see the Kablam stuff in there, dude. It's gotta happen. Did I make you feel too old, man?
I hate you.
Let me actually see. Is it Henry and June? Is that what it was? Okay, yeah, they were the hosts. Okay, I see. They are the hosts of Kablam, but they had their own little show too.
I hate you.
Yeah, Sniz and Fondue. Wait, what's that one? Oh my god! Yo, this is so old.
We lost him, kids.
Oh,
I'm gonna go.
I'm in that hole right now, man. I'm in that nostalgia hole right now.
Thank you for visiting our segment, and yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
I'm old right now.
So yeah, Loopy is Life with Loopy. That's the claymation looking one. Prometheus and Bob, also another claymation one. The Offbeats. What was that one? That one actually I don't remember. Yeah, it only lasted for like a little bit. I feel like if I look at the screenshots, I should be able to remember the Offbeats. Oh, I do remember this one too. Wow. Damn. Okay, someone drew like the mother characters with Ness and stuff like that. That's kind of cool, actually. Wow, this is some like really niche stuff too. I remember they were like the bully group. And then that really nice girl, the like really kind-hearted girl, the long hair, and like this character right here, Betty Bongo. Wow, Jesus, man. Trip
Stop.
down, trip down in memory lane.
Stop.
I tell yous.
Oh, enough.
The flesh. Oh man, he's super naked. Oh man.
Can I have my years back that you just stole in like 8 seconds flat?
Oh, the
Please.
mayor? Yo, the mayor. Oh man, that guy was a piece of shit. uh, sorry, I'm in that fucking hole, man. I'm sorry.
It's fine, but like I don't want to be here.
Yeah, I'm
I
making you
feel
feel old
old
too.
now.
I'm making you feel old too, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm taking you
That's
down
why
with me.
that's why I'm dying here. It's like I want to leave. I am dying.
Man, look at that art style, dude. Wow. Lois, who's Lois? Oh, okay. I kind of remember her. She's kind of a side character, but anyway. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, dude, the Sasquatch. Oh, yo. All right. Well, before we go too deep into the hole, let's get out kablam and then try to see if
What do
there's.
you mean if we're going too deep in the damn hole? You dug it and you dropped me in there.
Let's try to see if there's any other like Nickelodeon shows that would like to see. Oh, Doug. Oh, but that's hard. That's a hard one because that's a Disney show or whatever Disney property. So that kind of unfortunately just. Oh wait, 2001. Oh my God, this is gonna be a. Oh wait, was Wings part of? Oh, maybe they got on Nickelodeon later on. I think that's what happened.
We are the Winks. We are the Winks. We are the Winks.
I remember watching Wings on the Fox channel or whatever, like Fox Box. Or
How
whatever.
dare you watch the inferior Sailor Moon?
Name Inferior. Gosh. Dora the Explorer. That's gotta happen, right? Oh yeah, they have these shows too, like the Penguins, right? And then, well, that's DreamWorks. So maybe I don't know if they'll that'll happen. Oh, Avatar, of course. Avatar is gonna happen, man. They gotta save those characters for like the last trailer.
Yeah, the live action Avatar, right? See, I can play this game too. Throw you in there.
Yeah, you can't forget Avatar though. That's definitely that's a must. That is definitely a must. It'd be absolute a spit in the face if they don't put Avatar in there because they are like pretty much like the most memorable Western anime-esque show within like the 2000s or whatever. But anyway, anything else? Oh yeah, Jimmy Neutron. That's gonna make it in there. We know it's gonna make it in there. Anything else? Yeah, not so much. Oh, Blue's Clues. Oh, remember Kappa Mikey? Remember that
I'm
show?
gonna need you to buy me hair dye after this.
Oh man, there's so many shows. I didn't watch actually not a whole of a lot of Kappa Mikey, but because I was like the period when I was starting to like sort of grow out of the Nickelodeon stuff. But I do remember Kappa Mikey to some extent at least. I wonder if they do include Blue's Clues, who will be the Steve of the game because there's like two Steves from what I can understand. Because there's this guy who's like the Asian one or whatever, and then The old school like OG Steve. I don't know if his name is even Steve. Well, I mean, I could be wrong on that one for the new Steve, but yeah, teenage robot, that could be a possibility. Probably DLC, but anyway, all right. Let's not show off our gray hairs anymore, I guess, because Zawa here is gonna lose his mind. Oh my god, figure it out. Oh my god. Oh. Damn.
I'm gonna hit you.
Was Summer Sanders what if Summer Sanders was like an actual like character or maybe an announcer? Oh man. Oh, the slime? That's okay, that's gotta be an item in Nickelodeon. Oh, the Loud House, that's what it's called, I guess, for Lincoln Loud. Huh. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna get off for real before we get into the whole nostalgic hole. We'll take us out. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the Nickelodeon fighting game or whatever. I love how, like, there was a Cartoon Network one. It was like Punch something. That was on that was during like the Wii U or Wii generation, which didn't garner as much like attention, which is just kind of a shame because they had like a good amount of like the cool characters, right? Including Samurai Jack and like Johnny Bravo, you know, you name it, right? So I hope they can they do Cartoon Network next and see if they can pull off sort of the same levels of meme sort of culture with this game already, because there was so many memes on Twitter, man, that day. Like, oh my god, so much. So I do hope that the same would happen with Cartoon Network eventually. So, alrighty. Do you have any more to say or anything to wrap up with, or?
Nope.
Yeah.
I just want to die.
Getting a little too old there, Grandpa.
Yes, and now I will tell you a legend.
Yeah.
A legend of the Bionicle.
Oh, too bad Bionicle's not really part of anything, so.
You shut the hell up.
Oh yeah, so I wanted to show this before we completely move on. So Hungry Clicker is that artist on Twitter, and they draw quite a bit of fighting game characters, right? Like in a short span of time, like very quickly, and the quality is just so on point. But this person on Twitter, I'm sure to say if it's XE Plus, I hope I'm getting that right. Said Hungry Clicker. Oh, sorry, what?
She Plus. It's you pronounce that name as she. She Plus.
Is this she?
Continue.
Is this she plus? I don't know.
Well, if it's, we'll talk after.
if it I mean, I guess if it's a more Chinese-based name, I guess. Yeah. But I don't know. Anyway, this person said Hungry Clicker didn't draw anything, so the Nickelodeon game is not a fighting game confirmed.
Yeah.
That's really
Hungry.
Yeah.
I like that. If Hungry sees this, you're fucked.
Yeah. That's such a like funny little like meme within like the Hungry Clicker sort of like circle, I guess you can say, because that person just draws so many cool things quickly, and it's mostly always about like fighting games or anything around it, like, you know, like Final Fantasy, and like, oh man, I love that person's art. It's really cool. To be real, you know. Oh yeah, and apparently this is a funny thumbnail, but apparently not only will have rollback netcode possibly, but wave dashing. So that's like, you know, kind of like bringing out the competitive side of like Smash. So this could be like a next competitive game, you know, for the Smash heads within the Smash community. So yeah, more movement options within the game. I mean, it is developed by the people who did Slap City, which again, like, I think those people are big fans of Smash in the first place. More specifically, like Melee. Maybe that's why they have the whole like wave dashing thing in there too. So it makes sense if that is the case. And these people know what they're doing. It seems like, or they're like big passionate fans of Smash. So they'll like definitely try to put in the best net code possible. You know, that's available, right? So hopefully that'll happen. All right. Let's get a move on. Definitely talked enough about Nickelodeon. To the games news. So we'll talk about all the other games that are worth mentioning. So you talked about this a little bit with the gun. Well, at least maybe not Gundam Evolution. We'll talk about, but yes, this came out and someone mentioned about the UI with Gundam Evolution, which is like the FPS game for Gundam that's coming up. Does this strike you anything right away with this UI layout?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I take that tone of voice as a yes to a very specific game, which is
attacking it. 3, 2,
yeah.
1.
Yeah, so it does really look like an Overwatch type of Overwatch 2 more specifically with the UI. Like, I don't know if who came first, but I think it may be it's safe to say that Overwatch 2 came out first, and then Gundam Evolution. It's very deceptively similar, but I don't think you can trademark a UI layout, so they can kind of get away with it. But it is kind of funny that someone pointed it out. So, I think there is a video though. For yeah, Gundam Evolution. Gundam. Oh my gosh. It does look like an Overwatch game, like my god. Oh wow, there's also like third person stuff too, so that's kind of neat. Oh my god. It does look like Overwatch. Wow. Oh wow, you can teleport to the axe. That's kind of cool. Oh, is that from... Yeah, Barbatos! Oh, man. Oh, he looks like the fucking, like, Genji of the game. Damn. This does not only look like Overwatch just from the UI stand of things, but it does look like Overwatch just from, like, everything else, too. Oh, man. What do you think, Zawa?
So this is the actual Overwatch 2 that we've been waiting for, right?
Yeah, right. In case like Blizzard drops the ball, we can go to this. Wonder how the guys would feel about it, or more. I think more specifically Josh, because he does watch Gundam, so. And also Shadow Molasses as well. I think he does watch a fair amount of Gundam as well.
Gundam.
Yeah. See, people are like making that big comparison with Overwatch. But yeah, this could be maybe of a lawsuit from Blizzard. Maybe, but it is possible. It does deceptively look like Overwatch, admittedly, but hey, man, if you know, Overwatch 2 for some reason drops the ball, we can definitely go to this one, like I said. For that hero shooter. I'm surprised they didn't put Wing Zero in there right away, or Gundam Wing. They'll probably save it for later.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting to say the least. But you did put this one in here, or mention this one, so I wanted to put this one in here. Ooh! Is this the one? Is this the one we're looking for?
That's the one.
Is it 11 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So we'll just briefly go through it. So
The first chunk of it is just showing off all the mechs throughout the years. So
okay.
if you can recognize them, good on you. If you don't, maybe you should start watching them.
Yeah. This is extremely loud. Hold on.
Because they want you to hear the music, hear the VAs, hear those mech sounds.
Yo, yo!
I haven't watched this anime, so I don't know what it is, but
yeah.
Using yo-yos like that? Really?
No, it's a NES player.
Pretty unique.
Yeah, Majinger, yeah. Of course. That's a given.
How old is Mazinger? Like
pretty damn old.
70s, right? Or is it 60s?
I want to say 70s. Gundam Z.
Gundam.
Mm-hmm, Z Gundam.
Come here, look it on.
Pew pew.
That classic gunshot.
Yep. Oh, we have the Link voice actor, of course.
Yeah.
Gotta have Mr. Hiyama in there. Oh, in the crotch. Code Geass, yeah, of course.
Which a lot of people forget. It's a mech.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mech anime as well.
Yeah.
Original Gundam.
The OG, of course, of course.
That's not how you use that type of weapon. So yeah, for the ones that are not watching this, so we're looking at the trailer for the Super Robot Wars 30th anniversary.
30th anniversary, yeah.
And I believe this is the only Magical Rain Earth.
Oh wow, damn! They put that one in there too.
See how old now you're gonna feel by looking at things?
Jesus Christ! Another nostalgic trip, man. Oh, they have this one. Have this one too. Jesus.
It's Amaro the show, right?
Yeah.
But Super Robot Wars, I believe this is the one of the few that made it overseas because all the other ones were they were on the PSP, but I don't think they ever made it overseas, like at least translated.
Or yeah, localized, yeah.
New type.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to watch this. I did not like it.
This one's from what?
This is from Victory Gundam, but the one before Victory Gundam was Mosu Gundam NT, New type or narrative,
Oh, okay, okay.
depending which way you want to make the title.
Yeah.
I wish I could read kanji.
Well, yeah. Either way, I don't recognize this one. There's a lot. There's a lot in here, though, for sure. It's definitely like a love letter to like all like the people who love like mecha anime like stuff.
Yeah. So if Happy bit me, would love to play this game.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of like it's somewhere here that you'll be like happy that they put it in. I think it's after her, so if you just press forward.
Well, there's Majin.
That's the newest. Where is it? Where is it? I think it's after this one. So you can skip this one.
Mm-hmm.
He just whacks people with a baton.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Where is it? Who's that?
Oh wow, Gridman? Oh wow, okay.
So I was like, oh wow, good at film, man.
Does that mean they'll put the other one in there too? As I connected with the Gridman universe?
Maybe.
Yeah, definitely a lot of the newer ones I'm kind of lost, with the exception of like Gridman.
And then I think after this, yeah, it shows like
all the original. Okay, okay.
It's...
What the fuck? Damn. Got the triple X over the eyes. Like, what's going on there, buddy?
They look at tape over the legs.
Yeah.
Edge.
Mm-hmm. By the way,
yes, I don't want to get demonetized because of the songs. So
yeah.
It just shows like.
Damn. Oh,
not gameplay.
Jesus Christ, these mecha designs, man. I'm saying that in a good way, but damn. Yeah. Is this so? Is this like a tactical RPG or?
Yes, it's a. There you go.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Yeah. That's what I can understand. Yeah, it's a tactical RPG, and then when you attack people, it has like the cinematic stuff in there. It's the same deal with Project Cross Zone or X Zone and like Namco versus what was it, Capcom? I think it was, or Namco Cross Capcom, I should say. It's the same deal. Oh yeah, Code Geass with Kaden or Kallen. Anti. Mm-hmm. Quattro. Damn. Yeah. Beam. Gridman. Oh wow, they actually are doing the anime one of Gridman. All right. I think we've definitely seen quite a bit from Super Robot Wars.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
So it's coming on the PS4, PC, and Switch on October 30th.
Nice, nice.
30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I think that's supposed to be Hado. The little Gundam ball.
Oh yeah.
I think that's supposed to be Hado's face, or I could be
maybe it could just be a generic like happy face or something.
Oh, 28th.
Oh, 28th of what? Oh, October. Okay. Huh.
So I'm trying to look for it like right now to like pre-order. It's not on the eShop yet. Concerning.
Yeah, there's always a Steam version if you want to get it there. But
no, I want it on.
You want it on Switch? Yeah.
To the Switch.
All right, pretty cool stuff. As someone who did watch some mecha anime back in the day and stuff, I was
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping they would include like the really niche ones, like Reunites, for example. That would be pretty cool.
I don't know. Them showing freaking Magical Ray Night Earth. It was like, well, that's really old.
Yeah. Reunites is really old and it's really niche, so that's like a real hard target to
And even though it comes from one of the most beloved studios, Clamp.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know I don't know if Reunites comes from Clam.
Well,
Or,
not Ryu, but Magical Ray Night
oh
is
yeah,
from
that one
Clamp.
for sure. Yeah, that one's from Clamp. Yeah, that I know that much. But anyway, we can definitely move on from there. A lot of mech stuff this time around. But yeah, let's try to get through this stuff. So, there's been some progress for 16. So, even though like the English voice acting or English voice recording of things is nearly complete according to Yoshida, it will not be present at the Tokyo Game Show for this year, unfortunately. So we will probably see this probably next year, maybe like at E3 or something, or the next Tokyo Game Show after that one. And then there is one more from Final Fantasy. So there was an interview from within Famitsu talking about the Final Fantasy X series. More specifically, like there's a possibility for X3 if there wasn't too much going on their plate. So maybe after they finish remake, they'll consider like trying to make X3, which from what I can understand, yeah, well that would make it a a trilogy for the 10 series. So yeah, because I know you like the Final Fantasy 10 yourself, and you've played X2, yeah.
No,
Oh, you didn't.
don't. No, I did. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just looking at X3. It's like, no, don't make it a reality.
Oh, okay.
Keep it at two because, yeah, as we've seen in the Final Fantasy franchise, once they hit that lovely magic number three, shit goes weird.
Hmm.
You can you stop playing with the chords? You know what? You know, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're just gonna stay right here.
You're gonna be sweating, man. That cat's gonna absorb all your sweat.
I mean, I have the
AC. I see that. I see that tail. Anyway, um,
behave. Lie down. Sleep. The AC is on. Go to sleep.
so it's a no from you that this should happen.
Yep.
Okay. I wonder. So
No.
if the curse is real for Final Fantasy games, I wonder what would happen in 7 Part 3.
If they
Yeah.
do it right, it'll be okay. If they do it wrong, we'll go up in arm.
Yeah. Sums up nicely, I guess. Well, that's that for that part.
Good.
That'll be interesting to see, I guess. All right, let's talk about some Pokemon cards featuring now more Pikachu-ish stuff. So of course it's from Poke Beach. Now it's featuring a lot of the Pikachu stuff, and this is for the 25th anniversary set. And yeah, there's some remakes of the old ones, including this one. This is a classic Fat Pikachu card from the base set, and they went out and put more stuff in there. That's actually pretty cool. Thank you, Arita for the art there, the artwork. There's a Parasect in there. There's a Caterpie, and then there's a Butterfree on top. Yeah, it looks like a nice full looking full art card within this set. Pretty cool. And then there's a lot of more fat Pikachu's in here from like I think this is from Evolutions. This is a remake of Evolutions. Although granted, it is a CG type of artwork, but it's still nice to its own degree. And there's a VMAX version, which does actually look pretty cool. Gives it the illusion of 3D, or not 3D, 2D, but it's 3D generated or computer generated. Still has like the balloons and everything. Now you see the airplane for scale. And then there's a V-Union card for the Pikachus, which features all the like the various Pikachus from like the various artists, which actually is really cool. So this is definitely something I would like to collect because it's got so many Pikachus in like one thing from all the different artists for Pokemon cards and stuff in general. It even has like the Pikachu with like a really like oval looking face. There's one over here as well on the right, upper right. And then I definitely do remember this Pikachu on the bottom left corner from one of the other like Pokemon cards. But where's the yeah, it doesn't have the classic fat Pikachu in there, unfortunately, but I guess that's because it already has its own card, so maybe that's why it's not quite featured in there. But yeah, it shows you like sorry, what?
I was gonna say because the fat Pikachu's dead.
Fat Pikachu's dead.
She exploded to create those.
Yeah, so this is the remakes based off of these cards, right? Of course, there's the classic. There's a Surfing Pikachu from Evolutions. And actually, these are old ass like promo cards from like way back when, actually, which were featured in Evolutions as a reprint. Right, so these are the promo cards, and that's why you see these remakes. So very cool, very nostalgic, right? I think there's like even more Pikachu's to feature, like this gold ass Pikachu card right there.
These cards I can't even see.
It's super gold, like my goodness. This is a cool looking one right there. And then with the 25th anniversary stamp right there, there's one of the reprints with that same stamp from Vivid Voltage of Pikachu VMAX, and another one with that same stamp. And yeah, that's it for this part. I think this is just showing the same thing. So pretty cool, pretty cool. I definitely do want the V Union Pikachu card right here, which would mean that it does come in 4 pieces. I kind of like how they kind of did what they did in the middle. Like, you know how like this is gonna be like a little gap with between the 4 cards. So it looks like there's like a little star on Pikachu's like little butt right there, or like the lower back area. It's kind of funny. I don't know if you can kind of see that, but yeah. That's pretty neat. But overall, I do want that V Union card, no matter what. It is pretty sick. I do look forward to it whenever that comes out. But yeah, and speaking of anniversary stuff, the Persona franchise has entered its 25th anniversary as well. They set up their website, and according to that, it is teasing 7 new projects, starting with an announcement in September 2021, which does sound like a Tokyo Game Show. So far, they have like a trading card set apparently coming up, and then That's like all the stuff from like the posters, right? With each game. Can't really zoom in, unfortunately, but yeah. And this is the image from the website, I think. New key art. It does look pretty cool.
It does.
And yeah, and let's see. Let me just read to make sure. The merchandise seemingly hints toward a possible Persona 6 announcement as the protagonist trading card teases a secret. Oh, okay, so the secret slots are what sort of throws out the teases and stuff like that for at least some of them. So if there is 7 other projects, or if there are 7 projects as a whole, that could mean we're gonna see a another Persona Arena fighting game, which or not arena fighting game per se, but Persona 4 Arena type of fighting game, but with the newer Persona characters now, with 5 and everything else that kind of happened. That'd be pretty sick.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of like coming soons and stuff like that. Now we don't know if they're all games. It could, one of them or a couple of them could be animes, whatever. That's always a possibility. But it does say right here. Yes, there's one starting from September of this year, and then going all the way to 2022 of fall. So quite a bit of projects there. Yep, definitely. That's where the 7 projects are for right now. And then 2 of them have already been, I guess, maybe teased, or one of them teased for sure, or revealed to be Persona 6 maybe. But we'll see about that. We will definitely see about that one. Any comments, Zawa? For right now? Yeah. Not much to go off of for sure, but
yeah.
I do hope they do make a fighting game, though, because I think it is definitely a good time to do so with all the other characters that could have made it in there. And plus, could be a good time to kind of get in on the whole, like, fighting game craze with, Strive and stuff like that. And plus, if they implement rollback netcode, that's, like, all more, like, better sort of establishment to, like, set for the future. To be a part of the, the online tournament sort of phenomenon and stuff like that, the golden age of online fighting games. So I think that'd be a pretty good time to get in on that. So, alrighty, I think that's it for the rest of that stuff. There's some memes I do want to go through a little bit. There's just 2.
Okay.
So, this one features Kazuya and whoa, that's super loud.
Can I hear you? Can you come closer to the camera?
Yeah. This one is kind of old. This is like several weeks ago. This one has Kazuya and Mithra, and also Pyra as well.
Hey, Mithra. Yeah. What? Wanna watch me do a flip? What? Pyra, I don't have time for your. Okay, that was pretty good.
So that was it pretty much. So it features Mithra about to fight Kazuya. Kazuya's like running down from like the stage or whatever, and Pyra comes out of nowhere. It's like, hey, want to see me do a backflip? And then yeah, kind of funny. And then by the end of it, for the listeners, Kazuya's doing like a bunch of like Korean backdashes and electric wind god fists. as you can kind of hear from the clicking and clacking.
Okay, that was pretty good. Do a flip?
Yeah. Very cute from Pyra. She did the flip, and then she did like the little pose after. Pretty adorable.
Okay, that was pretty good.
I like that last line though. It's pretty funny. And then there's this one, which blew up quite a bit from Demon Dan. Right? It was just a random shot of an eagle, a golden, looks like a golden eagle, flying over some canyons and whatever. Right? Looks like a GoPro or something. Some sort of camera setup on the eagle. But Demon Dan quote tweeted, "Okay, so does my Guilty Gear Strive match start soon, or are you just gonna keep flying, bro?" And it has like a bunch of like likes and retweets and stuff like that. 24 almost 25k likes. That's quite a bit. And then there's like a bunch of people who like edited this stuff too. Yeah, with the loading music, that's pretty funny. Yep. There was one that was really funny. Was it this one? I think it might be this one. It might be this one. Okay, maybe not, because let me see. It does look pretty cool though, because this person did like a widescreen and then have the little characters like in their like right places. It's pretty cool. There was one though that was really funny, and it had Potemkin right at the end. Hold on. Dang, I wish I can find that one. Oh, there you go. Hold on. There we go. This is the one. It was like right on top. That pretty much is the loading screen. Like that's like in a nutshell.
There it is. The choreograph.
The choreograph. Yeah, you can like see like the movement right before he does it. Yep. I love it. I love it when it cuts right after he gets grabbed. Oh man, that's great. I like that one. So that was a pretty good one. I felt so nice. Quote tweet on Demon Dan. Okay, so now we can fill in the rest of the time with some Loki and Black Widow. So we'll probably talk about some key spoiler points. I don't think we're gonna go too much over it, but let's start with Black Widow, since that one's, well, you guys will get it why. But what did you think of Black Widow first off, Zawa?
Why do you always do this? You flip your hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
She stole the she and
Red Guardian.
the Red Guardian stole the movie.
I felt that too. More ways than one. I mean, Natasha wasn't bad or anything like that. I like okay, yeah. Like this, you can definitely feel this movie was made like more than a couple years ago. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel like the new Marvel stuff. It still feels like that that formulaic, like sort of, I don't want to say cookie cutter, but it definitely feels like that typical Marvel movie from that part of the era that should have come out during the middle of the saga and not by the end of it. Like they purposely left this to be the very last movie. I think, right? Because at least by release date anyway, because this one was supposed to be coming out after Far From Home, right? So that's like, even because Far From Home was supposed to be the actual last sort of episodic movie, I guess you can say, or canonical ending to the Infinity Saga or whatever, Infinity War Saga. But then Black Widow was supposed to come out after that, which is, I don't know, it's just really weird to me. And then after watching it, it's like, why did this not come out, during the middle of it? And then that would have helped add more impact to what happens to Natasha during that part of Endgame, So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand why they went with that. So.
No one does.
Nobody does. Were there any other points that you wanted to point out for Black Widow?
I knew or I know that the well he's not. It's not really the main villain, but I guess the side villain
Uh-huh.
isn't what we're supposed to expect. But I'm guessing that in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, that villain's name is just a title, and it's not the actual one.
Oh.
I don't know how discreet I can be without saying the villain's name.
Well, I
But
mean,
I'm
we're
going-
just this is well, we're gonna get into spoiler talk in a bit, but yeah. Anyway, but anything else you wanted to throw in before we start to open the can of worms? I guess you can say.
I wish we had more information or more scenes about what happened in Budapest.
Budapest.
Yeah, Budapest.
Budapest. Pest. According to Romanov, anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so guess we can go off from there.
Yep.
I mean,
Let's go.
yeah. Sorry. Before we do that, like, what would you give it a rating, just to kind of help sum up how we feel about, the movie?
7?
Yeah. Okay.
7.
Yeah. 7. You said 7, right?
Yeah.
It's a 7. Yeah. Like you saw me tweet about it. Like, it's a 7 out of 10 movie that should have happened early on rather than right at the end of it. It's like, again, I don't understand why they did that. It doesn't have anything else that really like offers other than the post credit scene, which now we're gonna get into spoiler talk, and that's like pretty much the only thing I is like worth talking about in my opinion, other than Taskmaster. Like, I did not like that Taskmaster at all. Like,
Yeah, that's why I said like it could be just a title for now.
could be. I mean, funny because it kind of intersects with Loki in a way. But anyway, now we're going into spoiler territory. So if you haven't seen already, try to find a way to find Black Widow, but also Loki. Very good series. That one's like a 10 out of 10 really for what it is, for the purpose it's trying to serve here. What about you?
I mean, the last. Are we bouncing through both Loki and?
Well,
Black Widow,
for
or
the non-spoiler territory anyway, like just give it a rating, like so that they know how
Loki?
we feel. For Loki, yeah.
a 9, just because how it kind of to me it abruptly ended. I mean, it is setting up, but it just felt like it just
Yeah.
just hit the brakes super hard, and I was like, that's it.
Yeah. It's yeah. It served a purpose, and
It served a glorious purpose. Come on.
yeah. Well, anyway, I think overall though, I mean, for the purpose it served, it's a 10 out of 10. But overall, for me personally, it's a 9 out of 10. Like, yeah, it's almost perfect. It could have done a little more, but you know. Anyway, okay, so now we're going to spoiler territory for sure. So those two, pretty good, especially Loki. I like Loki over Black Widow, of course, for reasons. Anyway, yeah. So in Black Widow, the post-credit scene, it features that one lady. I forget her name, but she's she's trying to like assemble, what is it, the Dark Avengers?
So what people are thinking with that character, which Kevin Feige confirmed that is Madam Hydra.
Madam Hydra, okay.
She is trying to make the Dark Avengers or the Thunderbolts.
Oh, okay.
Which is more likely it's going to be the Thunderbolts. Because the Thunderbolts, they had mostly all the villains and stuff. So and where the Thunderbolts did originate was from the Raft. So there's the Raft. So there we go.
I see. Okay. And then it is setting up for the Hawkeye streaming series. apparently. So because it did feature Clint in there, so yeah, we're definitely gonna see him return once again as the archer and stuff like that. So yeah, that's like the only one that's really worth mentioning because it is kind of continue on with the saga in a way, but there's nothing that like could paint the possibility of Romanov coming back. You know what I mean, from the like Reality Stone, well not Reality Stone, the Soul Stone, excuse me, or like an alternate Black Widow could like make it into this universe somehow or cross and stuff like that. There's really nothing like that. So that's why again, like this movie should have come out during the middle of the saga or whatever, rather than by the end of it. So that's like the only one that's worth mentioning. And then there's Taskmaster with the whole like backstory on it, where it's the villain's daughter that almost died, and
like it was so easy to go 1, 2, 3 to me.
Yeah.
But again, to me, I think this is just the Taskmaster is just a title.
There's probably gonna be more Taskmasters, hopefully.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because now when you think about it, within the MCU timeline, there is a Taskmaster, or there's that Taskmaster running around right now. And then we have Natasha's sister running around, and apparently she's the one that has the title of Black Widow. Is she gonna work with the Avengers? We don't know.
Yeah.
The only one who does know is He Who Remains.
Mm-hmm.
See how I tie that in with Loki?
Right. So Loki, man, oh my goodness, like it left like you said, like it left on such a abrupt, like big cliffhanger, because the whole thing with Kang, and then
whoa.
yeah.
How dare you say his name?
Yeah. Kang is like well, yeah, I feel like at first his panache or whatever was a little much, but then you kind of like get to see why I guess he acts like that, because he's a variant of
he's a variant of his own self.
Yeah, so he there's probably a reason why he's acting that way. He's like the more rambunctious, like that sort of Kang, and then the original Kang is probably the more like sophisticated, like maybe smart Kang or whatever, more all around, yeah.
It was more funny too, like in the Loki last episode. We're talking about the last episode, everyone.
Yeah.
When Loki and Sylvie were fighting, his reaction was pretty much, "Hey, that's us, the audience," which is
yeah. The only like weird. Go ahead.
What can he do at the moment? Because as he said, he saw it all. He knows it all. So
he knows it all. And then yeah. There's a threshold, but but he still have seen the fights and everything, so he still is like pretty much in control, so he knows what he's doing for the most part. And then the threshold came by, and it's like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen now, like
and the way he said it to Sylvie, he's like, "I'll see you soon." I was like, "Yeah, good job." And then I can't find that tweet, but someone said Sylvie fucked up harder more than Star-Lord did in Endgame. I mean, in Infinity Wars.
Oh man.
I was like, we don't know that.
Yeah, it's still quite the beginning, but yeah, this is definitely serving as the beginning of the next sort of big saga for the MCU.
The
next phase. I heard that this phase. Sorry to interrupt, but I heard this phase is not going to be as long as before. From my gathering, but we'll see about that. So sorry, what are you going to say?
It's supposed to not end, but I guess like 3/4 of the way to say that it's done is with Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantum Realm.
Oh,
That's where we're actually supposed to be like the setup before the biggie.
yeah. Quantum. That's Quantum Mania or whatever, right? Or whatever that one's gonna be called.
Something like that. I
Something
call it
like.
Quantum Realm because it is the Quantum Realm.
Right. And then of course there's gonna be Doctor Strange and the Madness of the Multiverse. Can't forget about that one. I wonder what's how this is all gonna tie within like Guardians 3, right? Because supposedly this is supposed to be the last Guardians, so it's like what's gonna happen to them? You know what I mean? So supposedly anyway, we don't know if it's like
They die.
yeah, we probably gonna die or disappear or something, right? So or they get yeah.
They're gonna get Kang Snap.
Kang
Not
Snap.
Thanos.
Are they gonna join the Kang gang? No, I don't know.
Chain Gang.
Kang gang, yeah. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I mean, this it's more towards like back to like Loki in the last episode, right? But, like, there's that one part right at when the fight ends between the two, Sylvie and Loki, where I found the part where she's about to like slash Kang, and then Loki just comes out from out of nowhere, and like it like hits his neck somehow, but doesn't kill him. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? But I guess it's supposed to be her like kind of sort of like holding back, like whoa, like Loki, like what are you doing, or that sort of thing. But it did look like it was hitting him. It looked like it was hitting him, but somehow he didn't get cut by it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
You realize he has plot armor, right? That's why he could.
No, flower. Okay. All right. Yeah. And then of course, they have the romantic moment. They kiss, and then Sylvie just pushes him off with the portal, and then Loki seemingly met up with Mobius, but now we've come to realize that it's most likely a branching timeline of the TVA. So we don't get to see the exact same Mobius and that one soldier or whatever from before, and now they're kind of like, who are you? And then Loki kind of sees a statue with Kang now as the ruler rather than the timekeepers or whatever. So yeah, I mean, he's like, oh fuck, well, I'm not in the same timeline anymore, or I'm not back in that same timeline.
Yeah, he's like, fuck, I guess I'm not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. So he's just, yeah, he's gonna have to go through the loop again, I guess, in a way. And then it definitely means we will see more Loki season 2 somewhere.
Yeah, it was confirmed.
It was
We
definitely
just don't know
confirmed.
when.
Yeah, don't know when. But yeah, good question though. Yeah, when will it actually happen, right? Like, is it gonna be like in the middle of the saga, or is it just gonna be next year, or like
We don't know, because at the moment there's so much stuff already they're throwing us this year that when you look at next year's lineup, it's like very small.
Mm-hmm. It seems also like with how much they're able to sort of write this story out and stuff like that, the way they're like now where they're at in terms of how much the quality is for these MCU stuff. It seems to be power creeping all the things from the Infinity War saga. Like I don't know, like it seems like it's kind of dwarfing like what Thanos did in a way, like the Infinity Gauntlet, so that now that we have like Kang, and Kang has his variants, you know what I mean? So I mean, it's like it's not the Infinity Gauntlet anymore. It's just Infinity Kangs or Infinity timelines now, because there's so many more timelines branching out, so that's why we could possibly see more of the Taskmasters and like the Black Widows, and now we get to see the sort of the excuse for like seeing all the different versions of the superheroes and such. So I think that's a nice way to possibly sort of tie that in there. I mean, what do you think?
But to me, like how they're setting up with Kang and stuff is another experimental. Like how much can they you know, not farm, but what's what I'm looking for?
Milk.
Not milk, but
Hmm.
how much can they, show off in like this much like shows and the movies to, feel complete?
Right. Yeah.
Because look how many movies they had to do to just like reach to Infinity War Endgame.
Hmm.
To me, it's like they're trying to experiment. Like how far can they, you know, reach to their, or they can just reach to their end goal.
Uh huh. Yeah. You remember when Disney came out and said that you don't need to watch the TV shows or the streaming shows in order to understand like the MCU or something like that? That's a complete lie, man. Like it's
I mean, you can like
I
to
guess
me like with WandaVision, there are some episodes in there that
have nothing to do with
yeah, to me it just feels like side stories.
uh-huh.
And then once you get to like the reveal of other stuff, it's like, okay, now I understand why it's leading up to Multiverse of Madness.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we don't understand the significance of Kevin Feige's mind, of how far he's stretching this.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, yeah. We definitely don't have like a good outlook on things for well, what's the roadmap? You know what I mean? We don't even have an idea of what the roadmap is going to be like for how this saga is going to play out and such. So um I think though like we may probably see like maybe like half the amount or maybe like 75% of the amount in comparison to the Infinity War saga, just from like what people are making it out to be. But I guess it all depends on how much they want to go with it. Like if they're gonna like if they grow tired of the Marvel thing, then they can just I don't know maybe end of it there. I guess, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it also depends on how much Marvel will be trending in the next decade. We can definitely say.
Yeah.
You know, that's definitely a factor as well. So, but back onto the whole like understanding or watching the TV shows to understand the MCU or whatever the next couple of MCU stuff is coming up. It's like I feel like that's a load of BS at this point. I guess it depends on what show you are coming from, like or because if you do want to understand what's going on like completely, then I guess Loki is like the one, and then maybe Wanda after that, like in terms of how important, and then what is it what was it, Falcon and Winter Soldier? But although they do set up something at the end too, like with the Thunderbolt or Dark Avengers type of thing, because Madam Hydra made it in there too. That was her first appearance, in fact, with setting up a U.S. agent as well as possibly a member of said group or whatever. So, but because of what happened with Loki, it's like I feel like that's like the most important thing to sort of understand where how this saga kicked off. So because they set up the timelines and all that stuff, Kang, right? He seems like to be the main villain of all things. So yeah. If anything, yeah, Loki is probably the one you should people should watch before they get into the next plethora of these MCU movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That sums up our sort of thoughts about it as a whole. Overall, though, I did like Loki for what it was. Especially, if people are fans of Loki, yeah, it definitely is a good watch. Tom Hiddleston, that whole thing, and then you get to see by the end of it, you get to see like the various Lokis, right? All the variants, or a lot of the variants anyway, of Loki. That's nice surprises in there too. So again, like it does bring in the possibilities of seeing more than just one Taskmaster, more than one Spider-Man. You know what I mean? So that's why there's been all those like rumors about Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, right? You know, being
It's
possible.
fake, man.
Yeah, it's fake. Nah, but we may never know. Like, it's the possibilities are out there. You know, it sets up those sort of possibilities. Even like the Spider-Verse. You know, that universe could somehow make it in here. Eddie Brock, right, with Venom. That version could make it into the MCU, right? Somehow. You know, it's all set up, so I think that's pretty cool from that standpoint. Yeah, they definitely are taking a very interesting turn and direction. I do like it for the most part. They definitely like refined the Marvel formula for the most part. It's just so funny that like Black Widow was kind of like the last we'll see like the old MCU formula, you know. So, hopefully, yeah, hopefully we'll get to see this sort of get, you know, kind of keeping up a bit, like, especially like the visual side of things. Like looking at like just watching Loki was really cool, like because like the sets, I did like the visual aspect of things, the colors and all that stuff. Very like a lot of different backgrounds if you think about like the TVA, and there's that one purple planet. You know what I mean? You know. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. So, anything else you want to toss in there before we get out of here?
How much money do I have for when Shang-Chi drops?
Oh yeah, Shang-Chi. Yeah, that I want to see where that goes too. It's weird that we're seeing Abomination in there, but I kind of want to see the context of that. So yeah, I definitely want to check that one out. And that's in September, right? Or October? Something like
September
that?
3rd.
Oh, okay. So I was like, wow. Oh, okay. We're actually not that far from now. Dang. Time is like going by, dude. Flies. But yeah, man. Can't wait to see what's coming up for MCU. You know?
Everyone dies. The end. Light Yagami comes in and just does this.
This ain't Jump Force, bro. Yeah.
You say that now, then Disney buys Jump. Holy crap! If that thing
No!
happens,
If that happens, if somehow they bought Jump, oh my goodness. Or Shueisha, you know?
I think we'll hear the cries of a million voices around the world.
Yeah, they're definitely taking over, man. What if they bought out Nintendo too, so that you can see like the Nintendo characters like making it in there? Although I think there's been rumors about like a Nintendo like movie or some shit beyond the Mario, you know, something setting up for like a Smash cinematic universe. But those are like real big like rumors that are reaching for the stars type of thing, you know. So, alrighty,
It's like, please don't.
yeah. All right, I think definitely that is a good amount we've covered for the last part, which is Loki and Black Widow. Kind of tied in kind of nicely, actually.
Loki.
Loki, yep.
Yeah. But again, guys, Loki is pretty cool.
You know, the exit's right there.
Yes, I need to get to the exit so I can fucking dye my hair back to black because this man here made it gray.
Yeah, with all the nostalgia with Nickelodeon, even some Gundam thrown in there too. Like,
I hate you.
hey, let's go back to the Nickelodeon. No, I'm kidding. All right.
I don't think so, Jimbo.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. This has been another episode of the Hypecast 146. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll be back for more, hopefully, with more stuff to talk about and discuss. Hopefully by then we'll see another KOF character for us to kind of chatter about. But yeah.
KOF 15 cancel.
Dude, that itself would be news. Like, holy shit, if they actually just like outright cancel it.
Or AOF 15. Pachinko.
Oh man, it turned into a pachinko product. Oh boy, riots will be had. Alrighty, don't forget to like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And yeah, so we'll be back again for another one, hopefully next week. And till then, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
Eat the freaking wire.
Again, my friend. You'll never see it.